everybody, it's Christine. It's time for a process video. And y'all, I got a package today. Well, technically it came in over the weekend, but we were traveling. It was my Vicky Bouton Discover and Create, y'all. And I forgot how much I had ordered. I got the two 12 by 12 pads. And this one I'm particularly excited about too, I think, because it's the backgrounds, right? So this is exciting. Because I can't make a mixed media background sometimes to save my life. And these are beautiful. So I got that, and then I got all the little, this isn't a haul video. I'm just kind of showing what I'm starting to work with here. Of course, I got the thickers, and I got stickers, and I got the thickers, and the thickers, and the stickers, and all the things. And ephemeras and stuff. So that's what I'm going to use today, because I want to. The sad thing is I still actually have my counterfeit kit club thing I need to work with, and I have a new hip kit club that just showed up. I have a scrap room flavor of the month that showed up, and I started with the scrapbooking coach. I got her Halloween kit, just looked adorable to me, so I got that. So I have way too much to work with, y'all. I don't know what I'm gonna do. And I opened the other thing I'm working with is the first thing, is the latest thing I got. But anyway, and then this little picture here, this may seem a little bit silly. I'm gonna turn it this way so you can kind of tell. This is my hubby. And he was sleeping, and I happened to wake up, and I looked over, and I thought, he looks so sweet, y'all. He just looks so sweet to me. So this is what I'm going to scrapbook today, because he just felt sweet to me. I don't know yet what the title's going to be. I was going to kind of look around in here and see if anything inspires me. I mean, I think of him as like, you know, my home, my safe space, something like that. Oh, this says handsome. I might could do that, but it's not so much about his looks. I don't know. I'll have to see. So that's what I'm looking at. I don't have a sketch or nothing. I think Vicky Bouton is always so kind of organic in my mind. And tearing and all that stuff just goes so naturally with her stuff. So I'm going to get into this and see what I can use. And I'll probably do some tearing and all that kind of stuff. But let me pick up my papers. And I may hop back on here in a second and show you the papers I picked. All right, be back. Okay, you guys. I think this is what I'm going to use. I found this sheet in here. And it's got these little stars. And it kind of makes me think of like a night sky. Now, technically, this was the morning, but he's sleeping. So I'm kind of imagining that. Now, she has kind of this blue, like, layered color here. But I think what I'm going to do is take these two sheets because the colors kind of go with the picture. And I think I'm going to tear these and kind of layer them in here. So I may leave the navy, though. That's a little bit iffy. There's another sheet of this. I may actually take it and tear that navy off so I can layer it on top. Because there's a navy in here. So that's kind of what I'm thinking, y'all. I'm going to go get some white cardstock. And I say that, and I may go with black. Because I have all these little black pieces. And I may end up with black. So I think I'm going to get black now that I say that. And I may mount this on black, too. So that's what I'm doing. I'll be back on in a second. Okay, y'all. So I'm doing what I kind of said, which is tear this navy blue off. And if I'm honest, I'm kind of proud of myself for, like, I don't know what am I say, like, taking the plunge of tearing a brand new piece of paper that I probably wouldn't normally tear. I mean, it's already got a torn look, right? But I think this turned out really cool, so I'm not unhappy with myself. But I still have the top half, right? I'm kind of just making sure that it matches up here because I'm going to have to trim it in just a minute. And then the next thing I'm going to do is get these other two pieces. Now, I do kind of tear these at the same time. And then I'll actually kind of adjust things because I decide that they're not actually quite bumpy enough. So, but this is kind of how that's going to look. I'm just covering up those lighter blues is what I'm doing. I could have probably used them, but there's just not, I don't know, to me there wasn't enough of that lighter blue in there. And I'm already kind of pushing the envelope in my mind with that sky color. But at the same time, it kind of goes with the wall, I guess. Let's see what else. Let's see. So I got to do that. And then I'm going to have to trim, obviously, that navy piece because I had trimmed the main piece, the sparkle gold star piece. I'd already trimmed it down. Although I'll actually trim that some more. I think I take it off camera, but somehow, some way, it measured square, but it was laying on the cardstock as though it was not square. So now I'm wondering if my cardstock was not square. I don't know. It didn't look 100% right, so I ended up having to trim it just a little bit. And I'll actually pull out my circle blade runner cutter for that because it's thick by the time I lay these 3 layers down here. Because I didn't actually do small pieces underneath. I went ahead and did all the way to the bottom. Here's where I'm just kind of curling up the top here. I've cut some of that piece out because I was just tearing and messing with it. But you can see now I have a little bit more of a slope on my torn papers. I should probably have done, this took me probably longer than it really should have if I'm honest. But when I have so much to choose from, it makes it hard for me to I wouldn't say make a decision, but it's like I have to go through everything. There's just so much of it. So I did open up all my little ephemera and embellishment packs, and I put them in a baggie by themselves now because there was 2 packs basically that I was working with. I used this 4x6 photo. I thought about a little bit smaller size after I printed it. But you know what? It's just one photo, so it's going to go on here. I showed this layout to my husband. He's like, "What is that?" And I said, "That's you." And he got really he was kind of like turning his head and stuff. And I said, "You're just laying on the bed, babe." And he was really confused about it. And he goes, "Oh, I see." So now I'm a little bit worried. I hope y'all can tell what that is. But I say that. It doesn't really matter. It's for me, right? I'm going to do these little torn pieces at the top. I didn't have any more of the navy. I kind of wished I had, but at the same time, I end up bringing a little bit of blue with a little label and stuff, so I think it's okay. But I'm going to kind of lay that up there. I'm going to dry fit basically every bit of this, y'all, before I glue it down. This is where I was kind of realizing the thing didn't seem 100% square, so I thought, well, I'll scuff the edges of this, and I'm still kind of messing with it. I don't know if I fixed it yet, because I'm going to have to fix that. It was a little bit too tall or something like that. And now here's where I'm going to build my photo matte layers, and I went ahead and flipped it over. The green or the olivey colored polka dot paper, the back side of it was this maroon or like, hold on. I'm so sorry. Oh, goodness, y'all, I'm so sorry. Anyway, I had like this maroon color, so that's going to be the first photo mat, and I'm going to use the little gray that's the middle torn paper as the second photo mat, and then I'll use black cardstock. And I wasn't too precious about how I cut this. Sometimes I'll try to be a little more precious and hang on to bigger strips and stuff like that, but y'all, I have 3 pads full of paper now, so I decided I'm not going to be terribly precious about it. I will tell you, I looked at that I didn't remember ordering the pads. I know I did because I looked at the order sheet, but I was like, Christine, why'd you order the pads? Normally I just usually I just order like 1 sheet of each pattern or maybe 2 if I really like it. And I'm like, what did I do? Because each of the pads have like 3 of the patterns in them. And I'm going, oh my goodness, that's a ton of paper, y'all. I don't know how I'm ever going to get through it all. Okay, so I'm done. I'm gluing everything down here. Do I make you watch all this? I'm so sorry if I I say that. It's kind of interesting to watch how I have to stick stuff down here. I did find a little frame right there in the ephemera. Now, those actually had little words kind of in the middle you could pop out. And then I had that little tag that looks like it's hanging off a paper clip. And then there's the little blue label I mentioned. It says Beauty in the Everyday. And I'm going to put that all up in the top up there. And then in a moment, I'm going to come down in the lower right. I don't put the picture up on foam or anything. I thought about it. But I did put that little blue label. I'm going to put it up on foam. I'll put the title, which is Made Me Smile, up on foam. And then there's a little arrow that I found. It says Love This. And I think that's really cute. And I'll use that on foam as well. I probably should have cut some of this out, y'all. You didn't want to see all this little foam applications and stuff. I'll just tell you. So we were actually at my daughter's apartment. We went down this last weekend to help her move and stuff. So we were sleeping on an air mattress, y'all. They don't have an extra big guest bed. It's just a little air mattress. It's a full-size air mattress, but I don't know what it is about air mattress. They start off, they seem okay. They seem kind of firm. And then by the time the night's over with, I'm like, no, they're not firm. I'm down basically on the edge of the bed on the floor or something. And it's not lost any air. It was brand new. So I don't know. I'm not a real good air mattress sleeper. I found this little, I don't know what that was. It almost looks like I do know what that is, y'all. That's a popsicle stick or a faux popsicle stick with some paint on it. And I laid that horizontal above the picture there. Just kind of create a little shelf for stuff. And then I took this little like notepad looking thing. It says note to self. That's going to be where I put my journaling. And I've tucked that in there. And then this is where I put the title up on foam. I have this little note paper here looking thing. She's got gold splatters on it. I liked it because it kind of went with little gold stars. I'm using wet glue, y'all, because I felt like with the ATG, I was going to end up messing stuff up from, I needed to kind of be able to move it around a little bit, I guess, in my head. And ATG, it's not that you can't move it around, but it just kind of seems to stick a lot more. Wet glue, you can kind of shift and slide. I glued my little notepad down. I've got my title down. I did find these little daisies kind of stuck all around in there, so I pulled those out. I should have pulled out one more now that I say that, because I got an upper left up there. I don't put a little daisy, but it's okay. I found a little flower there. I'm going to stick on the top of the notepad. I haven't glued it down yet because I haven't 100% decided. Here's on the left-hand side, there's a couple of little, there's one that has like calendar stuff on it, and then there's one that says together, and I like that because that's, we're together, obviously. Anyway, we were on the air mattress and everything, and I just woke up that morning, and I looked over, and I was like, oh, he's asleep. He's so sweet. And I took a picture. I don't know. It's probably a little strange and possibly a little stalky, but it's my husband, so I think it's okay. But anyway, I showed it to him. He's like, what is all that? I think the angle, because he was laying down and the picture and all that kind of stuff. He's like, he couldn't tell exactly what it was, that it was himself. So, okay, I've got my little daisy on the left-hand side. I got my little arrow there. I'm just kind of trying to build out, like, I guess a little bit of a diagonal and then like a visual triangle too, because the upper left piece there. I think this paper was really pretty, and it lended toward I don't know what it is. I guess because of the little hill on the right-hand side kind of gave me this sense of a diagonal. So I kind of went with that design. And then I've got these little puffies here. I'm going to put these little puffy stars all over. There's a front and a back, which is kind of good because I did use quite a bit of these little stars. I'll actually end up using one of the little maroon puffy with stars in the upper left because I wanted to bring that maroon color up there from the blanket that he had like it was a plaid, right? There was navy blue and kind of reddish and olives and stuff like that. So that little maroon color looked pretty good here. I don't add any actually extra mixed media on this because the paper itself has all kinds of stuff going. Oh, I know what I'm going to mention to you. The background paper with the gold star and all this comes out of the pad. It's the backgrounds pad, and they're kind of textured. They have almost like I want to say almost like a linen look and feel. They're a little bit, like a linen, like almost like a fabric texture to them. If you hear a noise, that's me touching them, by the way. The papers themselves are not terribly thick, but they're in a pad, so that's kind of to be expected. So I like having that background to put the papers and stuff on. It just kind of, beefs it up a little bit. I did find this little puffy thing that says, look at you. I thought that was really cute. I was trying to figure out things I could use because I have so much of it, y'all. I probably could have layered more and more and more, but I need to go back through the ephemeras again. There was actually some vellum pieces in there, and I thought about using some of those, but I did not. I glued that little flower on the notebook paper there. And I found one more little puffy. Oh, I put that on the picture already. It's a little puffy wiggle arrow looking thing, and I thought that was kind of cute on there. I think I'm just kind of going back through the stickers here. Do I add anything? Oh, I find that one little push pin. I did put that up there. And then that's all I'm going to do the layout, y'all. I'm sorry my energy level's a little bit low this morning. I kind of have a headache. So, y'all, I took some night work, so hopefully that helps me out here. You guys have a wonderful day. Sunday will be Scrap Lift Crafternoon. I need to look at my calendar. I don't remember if I have a Saturday layout this week. But anyway, this is my layout about my hubby sleeping, and I appreciate you guys watching. If you comment, I'll comment back, and you guys have a great day. Bye.